Yo, what's up, everyone? Kyriosyuudai here, and today I'm going to go over my 5 top mistakes. Now, some of these may apply to you, some of them may not, depending on how far you are, depending on how well you're doing. But these are some of the common mistakes that I've seen in through our Discord and some of the comments and some of the live streams and the questions I've gotten. So let me hit you up with those. And if you guys do like the video, like and subscribe down below, and come follow us on our twitch.tv channel or Discord. All the links are down below, and also all the chapters are down below. Let's go. All right, first things first, we're going to talk about your quartz usage. I know a lot of people were re-rolling. I know that the beginning of the game just happened and you're trying to get all those characters you can in the beginning. That's fine. Go ahead and use all those resources. But as soon as you have your starting roster, you start progressing through the game, you need to stop using quartz. There's only a few ways you can get it. And then currently, it looks like you're only get about roughly 4,000 quartz a month as a free-to-play player. This is not including events or anything like that. So when you're using your quartz, you really need to make sure that you're using it for shop refreshes, because those shop refreshes are really going to help you out progress through the game. Or do no shop refreshes and you're not going to progress as fast as you would, and focus on getting these classified summons. Now, these cost about $27.50 a week to be able to buy these. So if you're not doing any shop refreshes, you can only buy about 2 of these a month, so you have to pick and choose. And if you're only doing 2 of these a month, it might take you, a few months to get enough resources to pity and awaken. So you have to pick and choose what you're going to do as a free-to-play player. All right, the next one's a little confusing, but as you're progressing through the main storyline, you're eventually going to get this SR ship selector. And that SR ship selector is actually really, really important. And that first one on the list is actually not as good as the second one. Now, you'll end up building a lot of these ships anyways, and you're going to be going for SSR ships anyways on top of that. But this second ship, the Glepner, I'm probably mispronouncing it, I'm sorry, is leaps and bounds better for both PvE and PvP in the early to mid game. So when you get that selector, you need to make sure you pick the right ship. Otherwise, it's going to hurt your progression. Also, as another little mini point as we're talking about ships, make sure you don't overly invest into the starting ships that they give you, because you're getting those resources is very, very slow. So make sure you only level it enough until you get this selector. Okay, this next one's gonna be a little confusing, but stop using your dupes. Now, you guys are gonna have to limit break. You're gonna have to get your characters from 3-star to 6-star, and from 1-star to 4-star, and 2-star to 5-star. And you can use your dupes for doing those limit breaks if they're 1-stars and maybe 2-stars. But for your 3-stars, you really don't want to do that, because once you get max limit break and you have 6 stars unlocked, you have to push your characters from level 100 to level 110. And you're going to have to use these new fusion cores that are a lot harder to get than the previous counter cores. So having those dupes lower the amount of resources you need to push their level past the limit break. So if you have multiple 3-stars of the same type, like I have 2 Yangs, I'm holding on to that Yang until she's 6-star, so it can make it easier for me to push her limit break to a higher level. And as you see on screen, I'm using a 1-star to show you guys, but you can see that as I add more and more after that level 100, it's going to level 102, and those fusion core cost is going down. All right, mistake number 4 is not farming the events. Now, I know I just released another video on how you should really prioritize events, but it's worth saying again, because there's people just not spending their energy on these events. And we just went over how all these cores are very important to progress your characters. That's how I already have some 6-stars, and I have multiple 6-stars at this point, because a lot of those cores and a lot of everything came from these events. And you can see in this event shop here that there's a ton of goodies there. There's EXP materials up. There's regular materials. There's weapons in there. There's the cores that you really care about in there as well. There's selector cores, and it's just overall a great way to level your characters. You're gonna get a ton of EXP doing those hard modes, and you're gonna get a ton of money too, because this game takes a ton of money to level anything. You're also going to get some ship stuff in there too, which you need to get towards those SSRs and for your SR ships. So I know I've already said this in another video, but I'm just going to continue to drive this home that events are always going to have to be your #1 priority. All right, tip number 5. This is actually probably the most important mistake that I've seen people make, and I know there's been a ton of frustration by some people, but you can get a free SSR randomizer from being a mentee, not a mentor. What I mean by that is if you go to partners under your manage and go down to mentee, it doesn't really tell you this, but you can become a mentee of any mentor that you choose there. You can also go on any of the discords from the counterside global discord or to our personal kyriosyuudai the streams discord, and you can pick a mentor from there. And the reason that you do that is going to get you all these amazing materials, from a lifetime contract to more infos to some super conductive tokens, and then it's going to get you that SSR counter testimonial, which is going to give you a chance to get a random SSR that's in there. So here's the rub, is that you can only be a mentee if you're less than level 24 to 25. As soon as you become higher than level 25, you no longer have access to this. Now, there's reasons to be a mentor, and we'll get to that in another video, but don't miss out on this. That's a free SSR, guys. Well, there you have it, everyone. There are my top 5 mistakes, and honestly, there's probably way more mistakes. I can think of another 5 to 10 off the top of my head, but I think we should break down some of those topics into some bigger videos. And I think my next video is going to be my beginner primer, and then top 10 tips that you should do in this game to optimize your gameplay and progression. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Hit me up in the comments down below. Did you make some of these mistakes? Were there some big ones you think I missed, or was this helpful? And if you guys want to, once again, like and subscribe down below. I have all my links down below. Come join us on Discord. Come join me on my Twitch channel when we're streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. I do appreciate it, everyone. Take it easy, and fist bump from me to you.